I might not totally agree with the pattern at which Very Dark Man handles some situation sometimes, okay? But the fact that Very Dark Man is actually God sent in this generation can never be overemphasized. All right, and I know why I'm saying this. You know, a lot of us sometimes we look at it and say, if actually God is sending someone, God will look for the cleanest of people to send. But that's not true. In the case of Saul in the Bible, Saul in the Bible was like a bandit. It was like this terrorists who go ahead to behead Christians and kill, by Christians. That's who Saul was in the Bible. But eventually, when God met with Saul and God was to use Saul on his way to Damascus, it was actually going on that same kind of mission, and God met him on the way and took charge of him. That was why, or when his name was now changed from Saul to Paul. Now, why I brought this story, I woke up this morning, I saw Very Dark Man interviewing a young lady from Sierra Leone, right, who was trafficked into Nigeria by one Igbo lady. She claimed that there were about 10 of them, but on their way coming, they dispatched them into different countries like Ghana and some other places, and they brought them to Lagos and matched them with some other ladies in Lagos and dispatched them across Nigeria as well. So she was taken to Asaba. That the lady promised her she was going to act movie, but eventually it was actually prostitution that she was taken to Asaba to do. Now, she had to escape and ran to Abuja. So while she was in Abuja, she was able to locate Very Dark Man somehow. And Very Dark Man took an interview with the lady, and now is actually on the process to see how this lady can return back, to her parents. And there, he also gave the lady a new phone, because the lady actually don't have a phone. Doesn't have a smartphone, which will help her to do a lot of things. So Very Dark Man gave the lady a new smartphone. I think it's an iPhone. Now, why I'm doing this video basically is not to praise Very Dark Man. It's not for any reason, but for us sometimes, okay, when we don't agree with some certain things that people do, say it, but that does not mean you should totally write out that person. Okay, so whether we like it or not, that lady now, Very Dark Man is going to be an avenue for that lady to get back to, her parents. Okay, and I know that if Very Dark Man also have his way, we will definitely also want to look for that woman who trafficked this lady and bring her to justice. Now, for me, I might not agree, like I said, totally with everything Very Dark Man does, or with the pattern at which he does some things. But the truth is, I can't write him off. It's actually a God sent in this generation. So I will do the little I can to support him, in any way I can, right? By bringing this kind of thing, also I'll talk about it. But the truth is actually a blessing in this generation. So I want people to be careful out there. When people promise you that they are taking you somewhere, they are giving you promises, most promises that look too real to be true, you need to be careful of such stories, all right? So that you don't become a victim, just like this young lady has become a victim. I want to say thank you to Very Dark Man, and I pray that the lady gets back to her family safely. All right, just share this video, like it, and follow me for more updates, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace and love.